Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart.
Hey there, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
I'm back, Meg.
And there you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities. The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Hello, Meg.
What are you doing, Zagreus? The underworld is sealed off. What you're attempting is impossible. You've seen what happens when you go too far.
This place can't stay sealed shut forever, Meg. In the meantime, I thought I'd get some practice in, you know?
I'm not your practice partner, fool.
What are your sisters up to these days, Meg? I've not seen them around.
We're stretched a little thin, as you can see. Some kind of war up there meant lots of business here. I'm left to hold the line and deal with you.
I'm here, Meg.
I heard what happened. You crossed the river of flame. You really did it.
That Hydra was a total bastard, though. Bastards. But you sound practically impressed with me there, Meg. I feel so flattered.
You'll soon feel something else. I don't know how you did it, but it changes nothing.
We each have our commitments to this house, Megaera. There is no shame in yours. And whilst your sisters are away, you bear their burden of responsibility as well.
I understand. It's just, am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed? This house is cracking at the seams, and no one's going to admit it?
The house shall stand eternally. Although in what condition, it is ours to decide. Our obligation is to keep the house in order.
I know. You're right, of course you're right. I'll do my best. I'll do my best for both our sakes, Nix.
What was that about? Oh no.
Listen to me, Zagreus. Your mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
I've hope enough. Not that it's any of your business anymore.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're running from yourself. Though, I can slow you down a bit, I think.
Hey, what's that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
Whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
Leave me alone.
No sign of do so. Oh, hello.
Hold it, Zagreus. I sense something. Is that... You've been in contact with Chaos. So even they are now involved with this.
Just because Chaos is giving me the power to crush you doesn't mean they're getting involved with this, does it?
You don't know who or what you're dealing with. Ask Nyx. speaks about them for me sometime. Here, I'll give you a chance to ask her very soon. What do you want from me? Leave me alone. We've nothing to discuss here anymore.
I was just checking up on you. Just let me know if you wanted to talk for any reason.
I'm not interested in having company, especially from you. You stay the hell away while I'm off duty.
Can't get rid of me, Meg.
Tell me something, Zag, because I'm curious. Do your Olympian relatives know the real reason you've been trying to escape?
I'll get around to that in due time. They're family. They'll understand, no doubt.
You're in over your head, you idiot. You'll fray what bonds are left between Lord Hades and those ingrates on Olympus. But that was then and this is now, and we have work to do. Anyway, Thin, I think we'd best continue this discussion at some other time.
You're interrupting private conversations, Zagreus. Leave us.
No, let him stay if that's what he wants. What does it matter? He's technically allowed within these halls, but he must know he isn't welcome anymore. Zagreus, I heard Lord Hades served you with a pact of punishment. You must be very proud.
What, you mean the gigantic infernal contract reserved only for extraordinary circumstances? Yeah, I suppose I'm pleased that Father's gone to all that trouble just for me.
Well, when you're finished being smug about it, know that all of us are bound by its terms. You can force a lot of things to change if you're not careful.
A lot of things such as how you refuse to reason with your positively charming sisters, Meg.
The extreme measures condition. You wouldn't dare. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
Anything for you, Meg. Time for Tisiphone, maybe? Guess I was wrong.
I have to level with you, Zagreus. For all we've been through, never once have I wanted you to meet my sisters.
Can't imagine why not. We had a lovely time getting to know each other. We laughed, we cried. My only regret was that you couldn't be there yourself.
You don't know what you're saying. There's a reason that they're not permitted in the house. Oh, come on. One of us is going back there now.
Hey, Meg. Look, I know you're just doing your job out there, and anyway, found this, thought of you and all that, so here.
I'll see to it this contraband is put away at once. Now, take your finder's fee and go about your business.
Thanks.
Zagreus, please tell me that the rumors are untrue. You really vanquished him. Have you completely lost your mind? You're going to destroy this blasted house.
Come on, Meg. Father had it coming for some time. What's your concern besides? The house is safe.
He's not going to take this lying down. He'll find some way to take it out on you, on all of us. You watch yourself or all of us will pay.
I will not let that happen.
What are you doing here? I heard you finally made it out. What, did you break out of here only to die in some pathetic way on the surface?
Long story, but yeah. Boils down to what you said, more or less.
So you're going back out there again? Well, it's your business, not mine. For your sake, I hope it's worth it.
It is. Got a feeling it's Tisiphone this time. Oh well.
What's that you're holding, Zagreus? Please tell me that you didn't steal the most dangerous, unstable artifacts sealed shut within your father's vault.
It wasn't I who stole them, if that's any reassurance to you, Meg.
You are a hopeless fool. You cannot possibly know what you're doing with those things. You put them back exactly where you found them. Would you look at that, Hypnos? Care to repeat to me the unsolicited advice you just now offered, now that Zagreus is here?
Oh, well, it is my custom to give pointers to our visitors who come in voluntarily because I do pick up a lot of bits and pieces talking here to everyone about, dying.
Zagreus. He told me that I ought to evade more of your attacks next time. So you just watch your back out there because I know your secrets thanks to Hypnos here.
Great. Please be Meg. I knew it.
You've really done it, Zagreus. My sisters have returned. All three of us now share the same assignment.
Is it wrong of me that I'm somewhat honored to have garnered the attention of the Erinys?
Oh, I would say it's very wrong of you indeed.
Hey Meg, I thought I'd better hand this over.
I'll confiscate that if you really want. Although I'm warning you, I'm not susceptible to bribes. Many have tried.
Hey, I'm just handing over contraband to the appropriate authorities. Think nothing of it, Meg. Just doing our jobs, right?
You've been through hell more times than you can count by now, haven't you, Zag? You getting used to it? No wonder that you're friends with Sisyphus.
I'm getting used to it, all right. I'll keep going, for as many chances as it takes. I look forward to our next appointment out there.
Appointment, indeed. Don't keep me waiting. For all your toil, I'm sure you're not even close.
We'll see.
Just so I understand. Breaking through everything in your path, taking resources from your father's realm, trying to get through me. All officially part of the job description.
I guess that's right. But before you ask, I'm not doing it for him.
I didn't think you'd have it in you to leave this place for good. But I didn't think you'd take responsibility for anything either. Anyway, we'll just have to kill each other more officially, I guess.
We'll make it official, all right.
We got off on the wrong foot from the start. Just what happens when you're born of Titan blood, I guess. It's for the best we haven't crossed paths much since.
But they're your sisters. I mean, they're family. You must have something in common, some way of, I don't know, seeing eye to eye.
You're more my sister than they are to me, Dusa. I don't always agree with Lord Hades, but I'm thankful that they're not permitted in this house.
Hey, look, I understand. I really do.
One Fury Sister coming up. Hi, Meg.
Your mother has returned to us already, Zagreus. And still you're going to keep battling your way out, past me and everything up there. Why?
Father says there's no escape from here, and I like to repeatedly show him he's wrong. Besides, I think getting out there a bit from time to time does me some good.
Sounds like you found yourself a steady line of work. Most jobs just need doing. If this one gives you some fulfillment, stick to it. Now come on. I never thought I'd see the Queen again. I still can't quite believe she's back. And staying? Is that really your doing?
It's her doing, not mine. So you know her. Because you could have told me about her, who she was to me.
Don't know her all that well. But I do know Nyx. And I've been bound to secrecy as part of my oath to this house. I flay oath-breakers and liars, Zagreus. Wouldn't do for me to be no better than them now, would it?
No, I suppose not. So what does this mean for Nyx now that she's back? Or for you, for that matter?
The Queen always gave Nyx her space. Your father, though. I don't know what it'll be like for him if she decides to stick around this time.
Hope to find out. Time for Tisiphone, maybe? Guess not.
I can't believe it. You signed the Pact of Punishment. Have you completely lost your mind, or just trying to insult me?
Well, if you're going to be so rude about it, maybe a little of each. Though what do you even care which pacts I sign or don't?
I'm not an idiot. I see what you're doing. You want to be punished? Then come on.
Electo's really something else. She must have been a real handful, huh?
My youngest sister takes a lot of pleasure from her work. I've learned something of that from her. But that's as far as we relate, I think.
She could learn a thing or two from you, I'm sure. About having a little common decency, perhaps.
She won't be learning anything from me. The contempt you get from her is unconditional. I learned not to take it personally.
I see.
Ready, sisters? My sisters and I, we've had a chance to talk, and we have come to an agreement, Zagreus. As you can see.
Megaera, Tiss, you ready? Murderer.
3 against 1. Doesn't seem all that sporting now, does it?
We're each well past the need for any sport. We'll kill you, whatever it takes. Your knees, now. So, Zagreus, how's it going with that pact of punishment you signed? You've made some meaningful improvements to the underworld.
I'll fight my way out of this place or earn it. Pact is nothing to me other than a way to keep things lively.
You are delusional. I'll never understand you or your father. Anyway, if you're looking for more punishment, you know where to find me.
I do indeed. Got a feeling it's Tisiphone this time. Guess I was wrong.
Ugh, I almost want to thank you, Zagreus. I thought you'd never change that blasted pact and leave me here in peace.
What, you mean you aren't lonely or without Electo's or Tisiphone's companionship? They seem so wonderful to have around.
They're tolerable each to some extent. About as much as I can say for you. Now let's the two of us begin.
So about Tisiphone, is, everything alright with her? Talk of murder all the time and all.
Tisiphone is charged with punishing the worst that mortals have to offer. More than charged. Her work is everything to her.
No time for family or recreation, then, I take it. Pity what happens to those overly obsessed with work.
I get what you're insinuating, Zagreus. I'm nothing like her. Not even close. And don't you dare compare the two of us again. Such gifts won't stay my whip when next we meet out there. You realize that, right?
I realize it. And I hope you never change, Meg.
I hope you do.
Hey, Meg, I understand you're under orders to kill me on sight out there, but do you really have to go so hard on Sisyphus?
That wretched shade isn't who you think he is. Do you have any idea of the magnitude of his crimes from when he led a mortal life?
He cheated death, tricked Thanatos, and maybe father too.
Before that, he did worse. He was an awful man. I think that is the real reason that your father punished him.
What if he's changed? Or is that impossible? No coming back from certain crimes.
No coming back from certain crimes indeed. Though you may have more mercy in your heart to spare than I in mine.
We meet again.
So, how many times have we been going at it like this, Zagreus? You tired of me yet?
We're both immortals, Meg. We'll be seeing plenty of each other for a while yet. I've come to welcome these occasions.
Then good. Lashing you across the face beats waiting for the opportunity to do so. Come.
Meg? Meg. Oh, I was not expecting company. Were you just casually snooping, or is there something I can help you with?
I was just leaving, Zagreus. Happened to be in the area, no thanks to you, and thought I'd go retrieve the last of my possessions. I have to say, you've really let this place go to hell.
She left. Great. Wonderful. I guess we'll just go back to killing each other repeatedly then.
Flattery won't get you anywhere. We can't go back to how things used to be.
Flattery never got me anywhere with you to begin with, Meg. Doesn't mean I won't keep trying. I am ever stubborn, aren't I? You and your sisters really don't get along well, do you?
Electo and Tisiphone and I each have a different outlook, I would say. We've learned mostly to stay out of one another's way.
That doesn't sound like a healthy basis for a relationship between siblings.
Aren't you lecturing me about healthy relationships with families, Zagreus? Your family, your father's family, is the most broken and corrupted in the history of the entire concept.
Fair point. I didn't mean to sound like I had any meaningful advice there, Meg. We're stuck with our bloodlines and our relatives, aren't we?
Your family cut their Titan parents into pieces and then scattered them in Tartarus. Remember that when next you tell me about family.
I'm back, ladies.
I have been longing for a fairer fight with you. Maybe that's why you signed the pact. To pity me.
I have my reasons. Pitying you isn't one of them. Although I guess you don't believe me, do you?
If it's punishment you want, how am I to say no?
I'm back, Meg.
You ready for me this time, Zagreus? Come on and fight. No holding back. I think that I can find the lounge well on my own, Hypnos. Or wait. What is this? Did you just ask me out?
Me? No. I'd never even think to do that, miss. I mean, you have your station, and I have mine. We're from two different worlds, you could say. Fated never to be seen together much.
Every time I talk to you, you somehow take it as a compliment. Is that correct? Then let me give you some advice for once. Stop being an idiot.
I'll give it a shot.
Alas. Hello, Fury Sisters.
Well, Zag, any last requests this time before I send you home?
Let's see, how about a swift and painful death? Would that be possible?
Be cheeky all you like. You'll get exactly what you asked, and nothing more.
Got you some more of that contraband you like? Don't suppose I could help you put it away or anything?
Look at me, Zag. You think that all these gifts will make things go back to the way they were? They won't. It isn't possible. We may be immortals, but we're older now.
I'd hope we're wiser too. I'm back, ladies.
Ready, sisters? What's the matter, Zagreus? You look a bit uncomfortable. Something you want to say to me? Or any one of us?
Well, it's just... there's something that I wanted to discuss with you at some point, Meg, but after more consideration, I'm thinking maybe now is not the time.
I understand entirely. Though you should know my sisters and I keep no secrets from each other anymore. Isn't that right, sisters? It was my duty to prevent him from getting farther. If I succeeded, he never would have found you. So this once, I'm glad I failed. I hope you know that, my queen.
I hoped, but did not know for certain till I heard from you just now, Overseer Megaera. And if I may, I understand you have achieved an awful lot since I took my, leave of absence from this house. I see why Nyx and Hades put their trust in you.
Thank you, my queen. Then if there's anything else that I can do to help you reacclimate yourself, I'm always at your service. You are most welcome here.
Likewise, you be sure to let me know if my son there happens to make more trouble for you than you welcome in your life. All right?
As you say.
I have to ask you for a favor, Meg, and I'm willing to make it worth your while if you'll hear me out.
A proposition, Zagreus. Let's hear it then, while I'm in a charitable mood.
It's about Sisyphus. If I can get my father to alleviate his sentence, would you just ease off of him a little bit? You and your sisters. I think he's suffered quite enough under your whips.
I don't know what you see in him, I swear. But you don't need to ask such things of me. If you can overturn his sentence with Lord Hades, I'd like nothing better than to never see that miserable shade again.
It's a deal. Hi, Meg.
Not even Tisiphone could stop you. Your father must be sorely disappointed.
He's difficult to please, that much is true. What happened to Tisiphone anyway? She isn't much for conversation.
It runs in the family. Tis only knows her work. And professional distance is important. And then all 7 of those wretches tried cutting to the front of the procession line. Can you believe the nerve? As though they'd get an audience that way.
What a bunch of dummies! What were they even thinking, cutting the line? I mean, in front of you?
Let's just say if they still have any complaints for our Lord Hades, they'll be waiting for a long, long time before they get the chance to bring them up.
Ladies' night, I guess. Or day. I don't know. Hello, Fury Sisters.
Ready, sister. If there's anyone in all the underworld who owes you, Zagreus, it's your friend Sisyphus. He would be much worse off if not for you.
What, because I've been distracting you from administering lashings like before? I hate to think you prefer to whip with no fear of reprisal whatsoever, Meg.
Dereliction of duty and fear of reprisal are not one and the same, though you don't seem to be concerned with either one.
Megaera, I have to ask you something, please. We really need to talk.
For once, I think you're right. Although I'm curious, what is it that you think we have to talk about?
I still have feelings for you. At least, I think I do. Isn't there some way for us to, work through all of this?
In spite of everything that's happened, and that's happening right now, what are the outcomes, Zagreus? What, exactly?
I haven't thought that far ahead. But I don't think it has to be this way. I don't hate you, Meg. I don't think I can ever hate you.
Despite my best intentions. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can say the same. Look, I'm at a very difficult point in my career. I need to focus on that now. Do we understand each other?
I think so. Who's it going to be? We meet again.
What? Where did you get the rail? Do you know what you have? What are your customary weapons?
I left them at home, and I sort of know what I have, inasmuch as it's largely responsible for getting me this far. Would you like to see a demonstration?
Yes, I would. I always have, as a matter of fact. I swear you're right, that one is such an idiot. Oh, anyway, I'd best get back to work. Next round's on me, Dusa, and you take care.
You take care too, Miss Meg. Thanks for the drink. Bye now.
They get along at least. Oh,
Zagreus?
forget another something in my bedchambers there, Meg.
No, we need to talk again. My sisters are involved now in all this. You've really stirred up quite a mess.
I know. I'm sorry, but this is something that I have to do. You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't know. What I'm trying to say is, with my sisters involved, it changes things. Takes some of the pressure off of me.
Some of the pressure? Wait, what are you going to do?
I'm saying I know you're doing what you have to do here, Zagreus. And my sisters and I will always try to stop you. But I'm only doing it because I have to. Understand?
Meg. She...
You're back. Ambrosia. You know the penalty for attempting to sway an overseer of the House of Hades with foreign contraband, don't you?
I can't entirely say I do, though if it involves lashings and whatnot, I already get more than my share of that, so figured I would take the risk. So what do you say?
I say hand over the damn bottle. I'll see that it's disposed of properly. Now, as for you, you wouldn't know who misplaced something like this, would you? On my authority as overseer. Hang on to it. Though if you tell so much as anyone.
What? Wow. I'll cherish her.
So you cleared out some of the satyr infestation near the surface then? How come the change of heart? Not like you to assist Lord Hades in such things.
I wasn't trying to do my father any favors, Meg. Those satyrs seem to hate me just as much as him. My one way out involves a detour straight into their dens.
An interesting coincidence. At any rate, that's one less problem for the rest of us to deal with. Until the satyrs all come back at least, which won't be long.
I suppose not.
And so, who else is there to be depended on? You are a trusted overseer, Megaera. Your station is no accident, and there is no one better fit for what you do. I urge you to look inwardly. How you approach your work is vital to the end result.
Thank you for the advice, Nyx. I don't know what I'd do without you, or what this house would be if not for you.
We all do that which is within our power.
Not my business. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Aaron, he's ready. You know Batty's not going to work here, don't you? I'm definitely not going to help you out of this one.
Come on, Meg, you can do anything if you set your mind to it. Though, don't worry, Batty's just here for the show.
Then let's make it a good one. Come on.
I had this awful contraband I wanted to turn in as soon as possible, if you don't mind taking it from me, Meg.
You still have no idea how to be upfront with me, do you, Zag? Why don't you tell me why you're here and what you want?
So the whole contraband thing, you aren't buying it, I guess? Although I see you took the bottle there now anyway. I wanted just to talk to you, and patch things up, maybe.
Patch things up? What is it, by your estimation, that could use repairs between the two of us?
I was naive. I tried not to get too close, but then I did, and said a lot of stupid things, and then... Well, we've since tried to kill each other lots of times, there's that. Look, I'm sorry, Meg.
You said a lot of stupid things, all right. And we Furies, we're not much for forgiveness or apologies. But I can see you're making an attempt. Now thank you for the contraband. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Ready, sisters. I still cannot believe that Thanatos is helping you. I mistook him for someone with integrity.
You mistook him for someone who blindly follows orders without considering the implications.
How dare you? If you like death so much, then here, let me indulge you. Thanatos will welcome you with open arms.
Here, Meg. Contraband. I wish I could do over how we started.
I, too, wish for a lot of things. Unfortunately, there's no unraveling the fate's patterns. We can learn from our mistakes or keep repeating them. That's it.
What if I've learned from my mistakes? Have I ever done anything to hurt you since we've been like this? Discounting the unavoidable and frequent fights to the death.
There's nothing you can do to hurt me, Zag. It's just a question of whether you're worth my time.
Well, am I worth your time then, Meg?
You know... Let me get back to you on that. I need a little time to think it through.
I see. Take all the time you need. I'm back, ladies.
Heads up to Tiffany. I think I found a murderer for you. They can't be reasoned with, Nyx. You know that. What use are they to us trying to manage this? They'll make things worse.
They are your sisters. They are part of your life, whether you like it or not. Your relationship with them is yours to mold.
I'm afraid there isn't much for me to work with. You have a lot more faith in them than I do.
I have a lot more faith in you, Megaera. There are many obstinate personalities with whom we regularly interact. Thus, we do what is possible.
I understand.
Hey, Meg, you're off duty, aren't you? Look, I was just hoping you might want to split this with me. Best if I could find out there, and I would give it all to you. It's just... maybe you wouldn't mind some company. From me.
You sound a little tongue-tied, Zagreus. Just like you always used to around me.
You're not exactly easy to approach, you know. So, how about it then? Care for a drink with me?
Open it up and we can go from there. You should have seen the look on your face. You act a lot more confidently now. Though, I think deep down you're still that inexperienced little godling that you used to be.
And I think deep down you're not the heartless harbinger of retribution that you want for everyone to think you are. But I can keep your secret if you're willing to keep mine. What do you say?
That sounds an awful lot like blackmail, Zagreus. You'd stoop to that with me?
No, I was just... That's not what I meant at all.
I just want to see you squirm. Thanks for the company and for the drink. Guess I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, thanks.
I need to trouble you for something, Zag.
Meg, what a surprise. Again. What is it? What's the matter? Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Shut up already, Zagreus, and come here.
You really... Oh. I thought you'd never ask, but I'm glad you did. Wow. Meg, what I'm trying to say is, are we good? Or...
You ask too many questions, Zag. But yes, I'd say we are again, for now. But if you tell another soul, I'll kill you. Understand?
But, no, wait, not even then?
Zan's not an idiot. He wants what's best for you. And he isn't the jealous type. Besides, I have a good working relationship with him, as you well know.
Yeah, but what about you? You're the punisher of jealousy. What if I...
We're not mere mortals, Zag. Mortals cling to one another viciously because their lives are short. What do we care? If Nyx has taught me one thing, it's that the heart has no bounds. Now quit your worry and get prepared for when we meet again out there. See you around.
See you around? Yes. Hello, Fury Sisters.
Ready, Electo. See, Electo. He is right on time, just as I said.
Megaera, bleed him.
Well, Zag, you like things nice and complicated, don't you? Apparently, so do I.
If you're asking if I have any regrets about what happened between us, the answer is no. Being with you, any complications there are worth it.
You don't need to tell me. 2 rules if you want to keep this up. First, we set the personal aside when we're out there. I better not hear a soul say I'm going soft on you. And second, keep up this slightly more mature thing you've had going for you recently.
I wasn't planning on sliding back into the insensitive nonsense of youth, so I don't think the second thing will be a problem. But the first, can we really just keep kidding each other out there like nothing happened?
Huh. Guess you'll find out.
I'm back, ladies.
Prince Zagreus, you are trespassing beyond the limits of your authority. I am under orders to stop you.
Come on, Meg, why so formal all of a sudden? We've been through this countless times. Wait, is it because...
Oh, come on, Zag. Will you just learn to play along for once? Come on and fight me like you mean it. You sure that you're all right with everything? I wouldn't want you to be caught up in the middle of all this. If you so much as said to call it off.
No, Meg, no, Meg! Come on! No, are you kidding me? I mean, I couldn't be happier about it, really! You deserve this! As long as you're happy yourself, right?
Well, thank you, Dusa. You've always been so kind. I don't quite know what to say.
Hey, now, that's my line. Look, though, I better get going, but I just want to say this is great news, all right? Thank you for telling me.
You're right. And same to you.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Oh, good. Ugh, would you just look at him? That smug look, that posture, everything. Please tell me you're not going soft for this trash god, sister.
Come on, Electo. When was the last time that we looked to one another for approval? Besides, as long as we kill him, what do you even care?
You know, fair point there, sister. Very nicely said. Let's kill him now! Kill!
Ready, Tis. What is it that you're up to now, Zagreus? The Queen is back, but you're still making me show up like this.
Got some unfinished business with the Olympians to take care of. Was in the area, figured I'd say hi. Hi, Meg.
Don't start with me. You show up here, we fight, somebody dies. That's it. Now, who's it going to be? Something you need from me?
You and Thanatos don't work together much anymore, do you, Meg?
No, though he still brings me my assignments every now and then.
Oathbreakers, traitors, and the like. Sending them straight to Tartarus, huh? Must be quite an experience going from living and breathing to being dead to being whisked off by Thanatos straight to you and your whip.
If that's not the experience mortals are looking for, they need only keep their oaths and not betray the ones they're closest to. It's not that hard.
You'd think. What do you think of all the lounge decor there, Meg? Looking a little better these days, wouldn't you say?
You know, it isn't bad. Though I have heard the strangest thing. That you're responsible for all of this. I couldn't understand why you would even bother, honestly.
Well, it's a popular locale for off-duty underworld officers to take a load off between shifts, and so I figure the least I could do is pitch in and make the place a little better than I left it, right?
How very selfless of you, Zagreus. Soon, doubtless, it'll be your portrait hanging on that wall back there.
Oh, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Meg. Hello, Fury Sisters.
Electo Tis, you ready? You look like you had trouble getting to me, Zagreus. Did you try asking for directions on the way?
You sound like Hypnos. He's getting to you, isn't he? Isn't he?
You shut your mouth right now with it. Come die. So. Well, Zag, may I have this dance for old time's sake? So the Olympians are backing you officially now? Doing their part to help the family business finally. Lord Hades probably never thought he'd see the day. Right? You know what I mean.
Seems only fair they should help in some capacity. They all work together on the surface, and let's face it, they're responsible for a good number of shades pouring into this realm. Least they can do is help shore up the whole there-is-no-escape reputation we've got.
By making you unfairly stronger by the time you try to get through me.
Oh.
Hey, Zach.
Hi, you two.
Zagreus, you don't have any doors. Why are you always so surprised?
Meg, Than, what are you two? What's going on? Whatever it is, I can explain. Oh, wait, you're both smiling. Oh, let me just take this in a moment here.
You give Thanatos and me too little credit, Zag. We've known each other longer than you've been alive.
I'd say we know quite a bit by now, all things considered. Isn't that right, Megaera?
Can't you see we're off duty right now, Zagreus?
Huh, well then. If this turns out to be some sort of dream, I will be very, very mad. Though, I guess there's one good way to find out. Wow. Whew. Well now, where was I?
Well, I think we've reached an understanding here. I should be off. Until the next one, Zag. And Thanatos.
Bye, Zach.
Phew, well, that was... Hello, Fury Sisters.
I guess we know the drill by now, don't we? Not that I don't enjoy our little arguments, in my own way.
You know, while I was brutal squaring off against the three of you, I have to say, Meg, I was happy you were with your sisters. Nothing like a common cause for bringing bitter rivals together, right?
You have your pact of punishment to thank for our reunion there. We have to answer to its terms. But my sisters and I, we got on better than I had expected. I will give you that.
So you've patched things up then? Going to start spending more quality time together and all that?
Let's not get carried away. A work assignment forcing our cooperation is not exactly a big step in the quality of our relationship. Things can entirely be different between you and me. You know that, don't you, Zach? Not when it comes to this, at least.
I do. We wouldn't both be consummate professionals if it were any other way. You won't be going easy on me, will you?
I'm going to pretend you didn't ask me that. Now give me everything you've got. You haven't greeted me as often lately, Hypnos. I wouldn't have noticed if it weren't half your job. If there's something you wish to say to me, why not just come right out?
Well, I see. The thing is, Megaera, Miss Megaera, mind if I call you that? As I was saying, I just thought maybe, we had a thing, a real connection lately, since you keep on dying more and more, and I keep standing here, but then I always thought you were invincible.
I see. And so you're realizing now that your entire image of me came from your imagination. Is that it?
Well, it's just, I really thought with all my advice that you'd go back to killing Zagreus rather than the other way around. I just don't think things are working out the way I hoped, you know?
It almost sounds as though you've broken up with me, except... Well, are you sure that you'll be alright?
Oh yeah, look, I'm just glad it's one of you two. Sure beats having to greet shades nonstop. They never talk to me.
Alright then. You greet me next time here.
Will do.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Finally, you're back. You won't get past me like you did last time. Though I would like to see you try.
You're not too broken up about how things ended between you and Hypnos, are you, Meg?
I'm still in a state of shock. I'll have to pick up the pieces somehow and figure out how to get on with my existence.
Have you tried sulking in the lounge? Hello, Fury Sisters.
What happened to your weapon, Zagreus? I sensed its power long before you turned up. That isn't just some dataless enchantment on it.
Oh, Stygius and I have been getting much more closely acquainted lately, Meg. Would you care to see the fruits of our healthy symbiotic relationship?
You and a healthy relationship? Why, yes. Then this I have to see. What brings you back here, huh?
Meg, what's going on with Nyx and Dusa, do you know? I think they've been butting heads a bit lately.
I can't imagine why. Nyx has her under strict orders, yet you keep on stopping by for your little chats. You think she doesn't notice?
What does she care? I talk to everybody around here at least a bit.
It's not my business, Zag. Not even for Dusa, but you watch yourself.
How is this my fault?
I think I understand now, Nyx. You've been here longer than the rest of us combined. You've seen this house go through a lot. Even before Lord Hades took his place. I never should have doubted you.
To doubt is an important instinct, Megaera. Without it, we could not conceive of better circumstances than the ones we know. Besides, I am the knight. Others shall always doubt me. You may doubt me again. I ask only that you heed well your intuitions from now on.
I will. I promise, Nyx. And if there's anything you ever need that I can do, well, please, just ask of me.
I do know where to find you, Megaera.
Not now, Zag. Private meeting.
Don't work yourself too hard, okay, Highness?
Good seeing you. I'm back, ladies.
Well, sisters, we have a reputation to uphold. Your father's not been very pleased with my performance lately, as you might have guessed.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
I've practically lost count how many times you beat me in a row here, Zag. What is it, Zagreus? I shouldn't be back here right now. No thanks to you, of course.
Take care, Meg. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Ready, Tess. Don't know if I can stop you anymore, but I can slow you down. Nix, you'd tell me if I made a terrible mistake, or even just a bad one, wouldn't you? I need your guidance on this one, or maybe your approval.
You shall always be the best determiner of what is right about such matters, Megaera. Though if you seek my blessings or encouragement in this particular pursuit, please rest assured, you have them both. You know the way from here.
I hope that you're right. You always have been, it's just that I wish I had your confidence in this. You're prompt sometimes, I have to give you that. Let's go someplace a little quieter than this, where we can concentrate. Let's see now.
Wow.
A little peace and quiet's good from time to time. Don't you agree?
I'm back, ladies.
Electo Tis, you ready? No time for further talk now, sisters. Take him now. We're in the middle of a conversation, Zach.
Catch up with you some other time, all right?
I feel like everybody knows about us, Meg. Even Aphrodite herself seemed to know we were involved. It's not like I've been going around boasting. You wanted to keep things quiet, didn't you?
Zagreus, are you happy with how things are between us now? Or do you have a problem with it?
Well, I could do without the kill or be killed stuff, if we're being honest. That part is still a little weird, but otherwise, yes, I mean, I'm happy. You're you.
Then that's enough. Let them say what they want. What does it matter? We're gods. The things they say about us, even other gods, you pay too much attention to it, it'll drive you out of your mind.
But I know how important your career is to you. This won't create a problem.
We've already crossed that bridge, I think. Stop worrying.
I refuse. Hello, Fury Sisters.
Look at this awful piece of trash come here again to bleed all over our nice shiny floor. Ready to fight my lovely sister there, Redblood?
He's not so awful once you get to know him, sis. Not that it matters for what we're about to do.
The both of you disgust me, Meg, you know that? Get it together and kill him this time, damn you!
May I help you, Zagreus? The prison sphere in the corner is maybe a little much. But the fireplace, the bat cage, the aquarium. This lounge is practically comfortable. Lord Hades would strongly disapprove.
Good thing he never sets foot in here then, huh? Wait, you don't miss when things were all sad and dreary in here, do you?
I'm still getting used to it. But no.
Good.
You want me, Zagreus? Then come and get me. Heard you made it all the way last time.
I'm back, ladies.
Ready, sisters? Prepare yourselves, sisters. And you too, Zag.